You taste like menthol, baby. Let me taste you, let me taste you.
What's up, guys? It's the Stashies tutorials on YouTube again, and yeah, another video. I haven't been making videos that much because I've been busy editing other people's music videos, and yeah, that's the thing. If you want me to edit your music video, contact me a certain way. I'll have my Selfie in the description down below. You can get like my editing pack, my preset pack, make me edit a video for you, and whatnot. Yeah, that's basically it. I kind of made this a distortion effect when I was editing a music video. I thought it was, or this distortion transition, I would say, when I was editing a music video. I thought it was pretty cool, so, you know, why not share with you guys. Yeah, leave a like, leave a dislike, leave a comment, what you want to see next. If you need help, leave a comment, and subscribe. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, so, I have my two clips here of him walking, right, or the camera moves this way. So the camera moves, and then I have this clip here of him standing. In the preview I showed you a bunch of video effects. That's because I added more effects to it. These are kind of just the raw clips. This clip, the only effect I have to it is chromatic aberration. That's what this is about right here. Alright, so let's get into it. So I pretty much want this transition. I also have pan and crop, which I'll get to later, because I feel like it gives the effect more of an oomph to it. But let's just do the main effect right now. So if we're just looking at my clips right here, I have this one, and then it just cuts to this, right? So he's walking and it cuts to this. So how you want to do this effect is you want to right click and you want to insert a new timeline or a video track, and then you want to copy this and then bring it up to the top one. Okay, now see, the clip that he sent me doesn't really end right here. I cut it short, so I can extend this and the clip will keep on going. So if we extend it, then it's him still walking, if that makes sense. So it's the actual original clip. So knowing that, you want to have your clip be extended because it's gonna use the end of the clip, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go back and I'll make a marker where my transition is, just so I can see it easier. And I'm gonna want to do 15 frames. That's what I did. So I'm gonna click this 15 times. And then I'm just gonna end this clip right here, and then cut this clip right here, and then just gonna delete this excess right here. And so now we have this is kind of the same. So the effect is you want to go to your compositing mode. Mine's right here. If you don't have it right here, you have to click these little buttons and click. Where's it at? It should say compositing mode, but I clicked this edit visible button and clicked uncheck this. So you want to go to your compositing mode, and then you want to click custom, and then go all the way to right, Vegas displacement map, add, okay. And then you get this effect. And now this effect is already over this clip. Since this clip is underneath it, we pretty much, or we kind of have the clip, or we kind of have the effect already, even though there's more effects going into it. So the settings I used for that specific transition was wrap pixels around, red and green for the x-axis, or red for the x-axis, green for the y-axis. Let me move this. And then I'm going to want to click animate down here, and then make a key or the horizontal I made it full, and then the vertical I just had it on 100. Then I want to go to the end of the clip and then just bring this down, and then bring this down as well. So if we look at the transition, it should look like this. Hold on one second. Okay, and then you might come into this problem where this is not, or you know, it's displaced map. It's because this layer, since the composite mode affects all the layers beneath it. So what you can do to fix that is you can either make a new video track, this is the fast way, and then just put this on top of it, or if you want, you can make another keyframe when you're in there and then just make it to 0, if that makes sense. So if I go back in and then I go to the beginning of my effect and then go 1 frame and then just make it to 0, then it'll be the same. But the fastest way is just make it on top. Okay, so now we are getting closer to the effect I made. But now what we want to do is we want to drag this out and fade it out, fade the effect out. Okay, and since it doesn't really look like it's fading out, but it is, and since the effect is so fast, no one can really tell. And what you want to do now is you want to drag the opacity down, and I had it around 55 or 40, I can't remember. And then now it's looking more like the effect. That's basically the main effect to it. Now I'm just going to show you the subtle effects I had to it. Even though, why is it going so slow? Looks weird. Okay, now I'm going to show you the subtle effects I have to it. So like I said before, I use pan and crop for the effect. I'm actually going to make it shorter because I don't like the way it's looking. Do that. My clips are slow for some reason, but anyways, you guys get the gist. So like I said, the pan and crop effect, the pan and crop, see right here, he zoomed in, and then right before the transition happens, it zooms out, and then it goes to the default position. So if you're messing with the pan and crop, make sure, if you're messing with the pan and crop and you did your effect on this layer and you didn't mess with the pan and crop, as in it's in a default, make sure your pan and crop effect on the previous clip ends in default, so it gets a smoother transition. So what I did is I went about 10 frames backwards and I zoomed in on his face, maybe even farther than 10 frames, but I zoomed in on his face pretty heavily, and then at the end of the clip I just turned it to default. But I also if you right click it, I also made it fast, fast transition, fast fade, or whatever you call it, fast keyframe. I also changed it to fast, and it just gave that more of a pan smoothing effect for the camera. Okay. Yeah, now let's exit out of that. Okay, and then that'll be the effect. Alright, so the second effect I did was actually on this clip, and I pretty much just added a shake. So it looked, it gave it more of an oomph transition. So if we type in shake, and the shake I used was Sapphire Shake, and I'll show you my settings for that. But if you don't have Sapphire, you can most likely use it with pan and crop and motion blur or linear blur, and it'll kind of give the same effect. But I'm gonna use shake just to save time. So I have this my preset right here. Okay, and then if we look at it now, here, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at the end of the clip, we'll just keyframe this, and wait, and then make this to 0. So if you look at the clip, it's all subjective, up to your judgment, how you want it to look, but it gives it more of a. If we look at it, it gives it more of a. So you can't really see it, so let's amplify this a ton. That's so fast. Why is that so fast? Bring this out. It's acting all goofy on me. Wait for this, and then you can see it shaking. Where's my shake? already ended. Let's move this out to here. So we can see my shake right here in the background. And it gives more of an oomph. You can also, I guess, apply the shake to the top layer right here. I think I did that as well. So if I do this, I don't think it'll do much. And then just keep it as the small settings. Click that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter that, and then it should look way better. Yeah, and you can see the shake. It just gives that extra oomph. So the crazy shake in the background and the tiny shake when it starts. I also added a bunch of underlays on this clip with the moon and the stars and stuff, so it also gave it an extra, like, whoa, he's like, you know, moving in different colors and stuff. So if you want to do that, make sure you add you know, add underlays, or maybe change the color of this one, because it'll just look like, it'll give it more of a trippy effect. So if let's say if I do this, it just adds to the trippiness, you know. And then let's just say right here I make it to 0. So if you look at it, boom. And that's it for this trippy transition tutorial that I made. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, check out my Selfie if you want any of my presets, if you want to talk to me, if you want to do whatever. If you want your music video edited, I've been doing a lot of videos for a bunch of people. That's why I haven't been putting out videos, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So peace out.